You've had to move. You closed down your cleaning business. Now you're going to a new city and you have to start your cleaning business all over again. How do you do that? It's a great question, and we're going to talk about that today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, today's show is brought to us by SaviPerks.com. As you move to a new area, you're going to want to have a Savi Perks membership. It costs about the price of a sandwich per month. And as you move into your new home, you can save all kinds of money, 10, 15, 20% discount on moving services, on moving trucks, on moving boxes, on the little dollies that you rent. If you have to put your stuff in storage, or you have to have one of those pods that they bring to your house and sits in your driveway so you can pack everything up and then they move the pod to your new place, all of that stuff is on Savi Perks, and you can save enormous discounts on all of those things. So if you are moving, please join Savi Perks and help yourself out and save some money, because the money you save is money you can reinvest back into your business as you're starting over again. All right, on to today's show, which is from a house cleaner who's closing down her business. Her husband moved, they got transferred, she's moving to a completely new area, and she's beside herself because she does not know how to start over. So we're going to talk about that today, and the good news is this. If you know how to clean, and if you had a successful cleaning business, it's going to take just a minute for you to start over again in a new city. Now let's pretend for a second that you're a chef and you've been cooking for years, and you know in the back of your head what kind of spices you need to go with what different kinds of vegetables and meat. And you know what kinds of wine go with the meat, and you know how to put the meal together, and you know how to display it and how to put it on the plates and the dishes so that it makes the best presentation for the person that's eating it. All right, let's say that you move to a new restaurant. Well, all of the stuff that you learned about being a chef doesn't go away, right? You go to the new restaurant, you still know what bowls are, you still know what pots and pans are, you still know where the herbs are, you still know what herbs go on what meats and what vegetables. All of the information and all of the knowledge that you already used at the other restaurant or the other establishment, you take with you. So none of that stuff disappears. It's not like you're starting over again from scratch. You're simply reinventing yourself in a new space. That's it. It's going to take you a few minutes to learn your way around the kitchen, learn where they put these pots and pans and where do they keep the spatulas and how do they clean up at the end of the day. That's pretty much it, right? House cleaning is the same way. You have a training system. You have the ability to go into a customer's house and bid a contract because you've already done it multiple times. If you had a successful business in the past, you already have all of your rules and regulations in place. You already know what kind of payments you accept. Do you accept credit cards, and do you require deposits? If somebody gives you a lockout and they don't show up for their appointment, do you have a lockout fee? These are things that you've already established in your prior business. So moving to a new location, none of that changes. You take all the same rules and all the same regulations and all of the information and experience that you had at the other business, you bring that with you. So when you go to a new location, you may not know a soul. So there are no referrals, and that's fine. But if you have customers from the past, you can get written testimonials from all of the customers that you have. Say, listen, I'm not going to be your house cleaner anymore. I'm moving to a new area, and it would mean the world to me as I get started if you would give me a quick letter of recommendation just saying that, hey, in the old neighborhood, I was your house cleaner, and these are the services that I provided, or this is what helped you most. That customers will write you letters. Now, worst case scenario, you have a stack of letters that you take to the new place. And so someone says, well, how do I know if you're any good? Well, I have 36 customers right here that say I'm good. Would you like to read these letters? And if you're really great at what you do, they're already on your website. So you don't even have to move that. It's already on your website, and you just give the customer, the new prospect, your web address. Okay, so you've already built all your social media, you've already built your website, all that stuff's in place. You already have all your cleaning supplies. Be careful when you move the cleaning supplies. I will make a note of this. Some cleaning supplies you are allowed to move. And by that I mean they're safe to travel. You want to check the SDS sheets. Some are not safe to travel. And so you cannot put some cleaning chemicals on airplanes. It's against the law. And it may have to travel by car or in a moving truck. There are moving companies that refuse to move certain things, like they won't move paint and they won't move certain toxic chemicals. So you have to be careful about what it is you're shipping. Some of the cleaning chemicals you may have to dump out and buy new ones when you get there. But the good news is this, there are janitorial supplies all over, and there are stores all over that sell cleaning supplies. So wherever you bought your cleaning supplies before, you buy them in the new place, right? So all the rules are the same. The only initial startup you're going to have is that getting out the door your very first day or week. And so what I recommend is going back to the basics, going all the way back to the basics and doing a flyer in the neighborhood where you live. Okay, this is the great news. If you're an independent house cleaner, and I'm speaking to independents, if you're in a franchise, your rules are a little bit different because you are locked into a particular territory. But if you're an independent house cleaner, you can run flyers in the neighborhood you live in and say, "Hi, I'm Angela. I'm new to the neighborhood, and I'm running a one-time flyer. My history is I work off of referral only. So this is the only flyer you're ever going to get from me, but I wanted to introduce myself and let you know that I clean houses. And here's my website. I have 36 testimonials from customers who will share with you how they feel about my work. So if you're thinking about a house cleaner, or if you're thinking about changing your house cleaner, give me a call. If you're not ready for house cleaning now, save this. It's the only flyer you're going to get." Now what happens is people will save those flyers and they will call you a year, 2 years later. "Hey, I still have your flyer and I never called you because I had a house cleaner at the time, but now she's moved to another area. So I'm looking for a new house cleaner. Do you still clean houses?" You're like, "Absolutely." But the good news is if you start working in your neighborhood, you can use the Next Door Referral Program. And if you're not familiar with the Next Door Referral Program and how to use referrals from Nextdoor, because you don't advertise, your neighbors advertise for you. Do a search in the YouTube for Nextdoor Referrals for Ask a House Cleaner, and it will pop up. We have 2 or 3 videos on how to do that. And it's an amazing way to build a network really fast in your own neighborhood and the neighborhood next door. When you expand and your business is completely full, and it only takes a week or 2 to do this, you can go to the neighborhood next to that. Then you're going to want to start using Nextdoor to find help to hire for your business so that you can go ahead and keep working in your own neighborhood. So there are ways to do that, but to start up from scratch in a new place, it ain't nothing. You already have all the skills, you have all the information, you probably have all the documentation already, you probably have employee handbooks, you probably have all your employee rules in place. Everything is probably already in place. And if you bank through a national banking company, like I use Wells Fargo, they're all across the United States. You don't even have to change your bank account or any of that stuff. You just go to the branch near you and deposit your money and everything just keeps rolling like nothing ever happened. Also, if you have an insurance company that has a national company, we've always used Nationwide, national company. You don't need to change your insurance or your bonding or any of that. It's the same policy. You just call them and say, "Hey, activate it in this city instead of this city." And they go, "Okay, no problem." Same money, same price, same policy, same number, same everything. There's no, I got to close down my business and I got to open it up over here. You're just moving location. That's all it is. The big concern is saying goodbye to all of the people that have known and loved you and trusted you and had you into their homes. That's the very hardest part. And it is still the hardest part for me today. I hate saying goodbye to people that I love and adore and they've become my close friends, right? I hate that. I'm so sad when I have to say goodbye. But the good news is with Facebook, you stay in touch with all those people anyway. So it's really not that hard of a thing, right? You just say, "Hey, listen guys, we're moving. Oh, can't believe I'm moving. But in 2 weeks, that's going to be my last cleaning. I just want to say goodbye to all you guys. Thank you so much for being my customers. You've paid my bills. You've supported my family. I'm indebted to you. This has been an awesome ride." When you leave, they're going to say glorious things about you because you left on good terms. And they will stay in touch. And some of them will still send you Christmas gifts. Some of them you're still a part of their family, right? So when you leave, just leave on good terms. Make sure that everything is wrapped up nicely. And then go to your new location and just carry on as if nothing happened. So a lot of it's up here. A lot of it is you thinking, "Oh no, it's going to be such a challenge." It's not such a challenge. It's super easy to do. I've done it 5 times in the course of my career. And within a week or 2, I'm right back to a full schedule. And it's like nothing ever happened. They're all new faces. I had to do a bunch of walkthroughs. And that's pretty much the investment of the new place. So that's it. All right, if this helped you a little bit, please share it with a friend. Share it in your Facebook groups. Tell your friends who do house cleaning how to start over again in a new place. And until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.